fillet a tuna quickly. So what you do is you see this fin here, you want to go under there and you cut up to the head and you cut down here, okay? And then on the belly, you have to come up from the belly. This you're never going to eat anyway, so you want to sort of just give it an inch and go around all the way to the tail. And then on this side, again, so go in, just glide over the top till you get to the point here. And now you turn it around and you've got this little piece of skin that comes to a point here. What you do is you pull that, see? You turn it, you start pulling it. So you pull the skin all the way down. Okay. There. You cut the rest. That's good for your fish, so you're throwing it into the fish bowl. Now, what happens on a tuna is there's a bloodline that goes down the middle. Now, that is something you don't want to eat because it'll taste too fishy. So you follow the bloodline. It's a little bit of the darker flesh. You cut down on both sides until you get to the ribs, right? Now, this is your belly. This is all your belly flesh, which is going to be nice, soft, and tender, which you can use for sashimi. And all you do is you go with your knife and hit the ribs. You'll hear that sort of rib sound. And then you just keep on pulling it back and pulling it back. And then here, you want to cut down to separate that piece of flesh. And you keep on cutting down. You can hear it until it comes right off. Okay, look how beautiful that is. Now that is soft, tender flesh for the sashimi. And then this is your bloodline. Again, you can just cut that out. That bloodline you don't want to use, too fishy, so you throw that away. And then on the top, you do the same thing. You find that rib, and you keep on cutting down on that rib until that's it. Beautiful. So you got your sashimi. This one you use for your seared tuna. And this, you just rinse and repeat on the other side. And then you take your bone and your head, you put it in here for soup, you boil it up, you strain it, that's your stock. The rest is easy. This is going to be your seared tuna. And you just sear the top and inside you keep pink. And this is going to be your sashimi. And you're going to cut that and cut it up beautifully. Don't wash it. If you wash it in water, it'll get all soft and it won't taste good at all. So don't wash it. If you see a little bit of dark, that's the bloodline that I can cut off. You can go and neatly cut that off until you don't see any remnants of the dark. See? See it's coming off, and there's a little bit there left. And cut that, just a little bit here. Again, if you don't cut that off, it's gonna taste fishy. And this is gorgeous. Okay, so once you've taken the meat out of the fish on both sides and you've cleaned the bloodline nicely, or as best you can, at that point, you need to break the fish. So you break it here and you break it here. and then you take the whole fish with the head, you take in the skin and put it in there. You take the whole thing and put it in here, and you wrap the tail as best you can in. Okay, you fill that with water, and then you put. You probably don't want to put really anything in there. Just let that boil and boil and boil and boil, and then when you're finished, you're just gonna pour out the lovely stock, and that you put to one side, and then in a pan you fry onions. You put in all your spices. I like to put in obviously salt and maybe some bouillon, and I like lots of paprika. I like lots of cayenne pepper. I take about 2 whole garlics, and I throw those in. It depends on what's in your fridge, but you throw everything in, you boil it up, and you have the most delicious soup, and incredibly healthy.